All right, guys, I'm ready to party with food in my home so I don't have to leave and go anywhere. But we're back, guys, and we're gonna test out a whole bunch of tasty party foods and just see how easy they are to make, if they actually taste good, and if they are worth the amount of effort that many of these recipes will entail. So for recipe number one, we are gonna be testing out a lasagna ring. And I feel like party food rings are a big part of the whole like tasty party food experience. And what really like drew me in with this recipe is that A, it looks really pretty. And that's like half of the reason you make a tasty recipe. Gotta look pretty. And number two, I don't understand how when they had it in like the ring or whatever and they cut it, they like picked it up with their hands and dipped it into marinara sauce. Like lasagna does not stay together like that. Am I the only one who experiences this? Like you cut a square of lasagna, you put it on your plate, and it immediately falls apart. So I have all the ingredients right here. I am excited. Ta-da, ta-da! I don't know if you noticed, oh, you can't really see, but this little cutting board thing here with the blue on it is actually a tasty one because I ordered a bunch of their cookware because I asked you guys if you wanted me to test out the cookware. That's what I'm doing. We're gonna test it out for a month and I will be back because I have some things to say. Put all this stuff here. Feeling very organized right now. So first thing I need to do is I need to boil the lasagna noodles. So I have lasagna, although I have everything out here except the lasagna noodles. It's kind of an important part of this, Rachel. All right, how many do we need? 18. It's very specific. 15, not enough. 20, that's way too many. I have to cook them to al dente, so they're not like fully all the way cooked through. And then we're gonna cook up the meat. You know what, let's just go over to the stove because I feel like all the action's gonna be over there. I just realized that I did two slightly different types of noodles and I made a pattern. I don't know what made me think that this was going to be enough for all of those noodles. No, two are sticking. Get off of, leave the noodle alone. He didn't do anything to you. This is slowly becoming a bad scene here, people. Noodles at the bottom are starting to like stick to the bottom of the pot. Like I should have oiled the bottom of the pot as soon as I'm done because it takes a while to like get them all lined out. No one tells you about the trays you have to wash. Tasty. Now we get into the not so pretty ones. And then on to the meat that I was supposed to cook for about 5 minutes until the liquid started to evaporate. It's been way longer than that. 4 to 5 minutes. I don't think so, Tasty. Still lots of liquid in there. Lots of salt. Stir it up. So I have to let this thicken for about 15 minutes or so, and then it should be like almost paste-like in terms of consistency. So let's see if that happens. All right, while my sauce is cooking, we can go on to the ricotta mixture. So we're gonna crack in 1 egg into this mixture. Now it says to put in all of the ingredients in all at once. Oh, I got a shell in there. And I'm gonna start with the egg and I'm gonna whisk that up first because I wanted to get that like all combined and everything before I throw in the rest of the ingredients. And just realized I had a hair elastic on there. Well, that works out well because I want to tie back my hair. Although it's my lasagna. If I get hair in my lasagna, it's too bad. I made it. Okay, ready. And I have to put in, I think it's 425 grams of ricotta. It's a very specific number. I don't know why I memorized that. I did memorize that. 425 grams, everyone. So almost this entire container. I'm just gonna wing it. This is 475. I mean, that's pretty close. You know what, I'm just gonna put it all in. Right, let's just dump all this in. To me, there's no such thing as too much ricotta in lasagna. That's right, I said it. But let's just throw in the rest here. What else do I need? You okay, sauce? You're okay. So now I'm just gonna put in half a cup of shredded Parmesan and then a 1/4 cup of fresh basil. Highly recommend always using fresh basil. Always. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Okay, now we can mix this all together. Perfect. Okay, now we can get ready for assembly. Almost, a little bit. Okay, I need a bundt pan. Where is my bundt pan? I don't know where anything is in my kitchen. Apparently I know what the bundt pan is though. All right. Ta-da. So while my sauce continues to thicken, I'm gonna start the like assembly process, or as much of it as I can. So I'm just going to spray the bundt pan. Don't want noodles sticking to this. Okay, that was probably excessive. It's way too much, Rachel. All right, let's bring in these noodles. So it looks like I need to slice 6 of the lasagna noodles in half, and those will be like the layer pieces in between the meat and the cheese. So I'm gonna save all the garbage ones for that. And then I'm gonna use all the pretty ones for the outside layers. Sauce, are you done yet? Ooh, very nice. Not at all a paste though. I think I need to cook it down a little bit more so that it's more paste-like. Smells delicious though. All right, so let's start laying out these really nice looking noodles. Okay, and they want them overlapping. I can do that. Oh, this is so slippery. I don't understand. I bought lasagna noodles, but it turns out I bought 2 different kinds of lasagna noodles. Like they're the same, but like a different brand. And one seems to be working better than the other. And together they do not work well. This is going to be terrible. Okay, let's try these ones first. These are like a thicker noodle. Let's start with those. I hate this already. Tasty, why do you make this look so easy? I feel like they're all sitting in their like marketing meetings and whatever. They're like, we need to come up with a recipe that looks really easy, but I want it to be so painfully hard that it's going to take everyone on staff like 3 days to make. Did I like oil the pan too much? Like I didn't want it to stick because like then I just ruin everything. How many have I used? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm only on 5. How many do I have to do? 12? I hate this already. Look at they just keep falling. I'm so mad right now. Why did I decide this is a good one to do? I don't understand how these are all gonna like stay up, you know? So mad. I figured if I could get them all on, then it wouldn't do this, but this doesn't seem to be helping. Do we just have a weird bundt pan?
Why would you say that about our bundt pan?
I'm sorry. Not that sorry.
Like, I'm not seeing the problem with this. Like, what's the issue here? This is fine. It doesn't need to be perfect. This is good.
Okay.
You did great.
Yay! I should have done this more uniformly in terms of the overlap. So my bundt pan actually needs 13 noodles. So let's see what's going on with the sauce. Still not thick enough. Okay, so basically the only thing I can do until that sauce is done thickening is put on some mozzarella cheese. And this is a good idea. So basically they said to put half the mozzarella along the bottom, and that'll help the noodles to bind to each other so that when you lift it out of the pan, they kind of all stay intact. Very clever. I like it. There we go. Now there's nothing I can do until this sauce thickens up. All right, sauce is finally done, so we can put this thing together. So mozzarella is in. Now I need to lay, the cut noodles pieces over the top to create a noodle layer. Then the ricotta, then the noodles and the meat. Wait, hold on. Oh, glad I checked. Mozzarella, then meat, then noodles. Then ricotta. Okay. I feel like I need to check this again. So half of this mixture, half, needs to go over top of this right now. I think this was probably on the stove cooking down for the better part of 40 minutes. Like it did not take 15 minutes, Tasty. Okay, now we need to do the noodles. I'm just gonna rip them, because they're not very pretty to begin with. Is there only one noodle layer, or do I have to save this for 2? Oh, I have to save this. Okay, will this be enough? Oh, I don't want to cook up more noodles. How covered was their layer of noodles? Let's see. Ooh, pretty covered. Cool. All right, so I need to cook some more noodles. Tasty, why you do this to me? Let's layer, how much of the ricotta goes in here? All of the ricotta, all of it. Oh boy. Actually, that worked out a lot better than I was anticipating it working out. Great. And then noodles will not be enough for me. It's okay? That is okay. It's not okay. All right, I'm going to boil a couple more noodles here. I literally just cooked 3 lasagna noodles. This is just really weird. It's like in this big pot. Well, it's pretty good, right? We're good, we're good. And now I'm gonna spoon the rest of the tomato sauce on top, and we can finally get this thing going. It took 1,000 years to prepare. This took as long to prepare as lasagna, which makes sense. Like now that I'm saying it out loud. But like, I don't know, something about like, it's a party food. It's in a ring. It's gonna be easy. But no, this is just making lasagna. Tasty just made me make lasagna. Better be delicious. Just saying. So now I'm just going to fold over all of these noodles. That would make it look really nice and aesthetically pleasing, but at this point, I just want to eat lasagna. I'm so hungry. Look at me, I made lasagna.
Nice work. I haven't made lasagna.
Now I'm gonna sprinkle some cheese on. All right, into the oven for 45 minutes, and then I need to let this cool for another hour. So, see you guys in a bit. All right, it is out of the oven. It is very crispy on top. I'm sure the under part is all like, you know, still nice and, I don't want to say it, but moist, tender, not crunchy and crispy. But I'm just gonna let it cool a little bit more and then we can dive into this. All right, the time has finally come, everyone. We can finally see what this lasagna looks like. So it's still like a little bit hot, but like manageable. So I put a plate on top, as you can see, because I'm gonna like flip it over and then hopefully it just like comes out in this beautiful lasagna ring that I'm just anticipating is gonna happen. I feel like I need to stand up for this. Okay, I see liquids. That doesn't bode well. Okay, it seems to still be staying in its form, which is great. Ooh, everyone. Look what I made. It's just lasagna in a different shape. Chris, look what I did. Look at what I did.
Hey.
All right.
We did a really good job on that. No, that looks great.
Do you want to cut me a slice?
Yeah.
And then I have to try the pick up and eat test and see if that actually works. Because party.
I don't feel great about this.
Oh no, do your best. What did I tell you, Tasty? You cut a square of lasagna and then it goes everywhere. Doesn't look like that.
Lasagna is not finger food.
Who's eating it like this at a party? Who's like, I'm gonna take this and
I'm so uncomfortable right now.
Where is your fork? Use your manners.
Where are your parents?
Who thought this was a good idea?
I have to leave.
Well, I mean, I did this. Now I have to actually test it. It does feel weird though. It feels like wrong. Like I shouldn't be picking up my lasagna with my hands. I'm gonna taste test it though. Taste lasagna-y. Pretty sure I got some on my nose. Let's break this down. Also, my hands are now really greasy. Lasagna, we have learned from this experience, is not finger food. This will be cut up and served on a plate with a fork, like it's supposed to, like the founders of lasagna would want. But it is good. Like it's a good lasagna recipe if you're looking for one. But if you're hoping that it's gonna stay together in like a nice shape, it will not. And if you figure out how to do that, you let me know, because I followed their instructions to a T. Still gonna eat this for dinner though, I'm really hungry. Maybe I should get a fork though. Okay, next up we're gonna make dessert, which is the highlight of every video for me. And this one is great for two reasons. Number one, it's dessert. Period and done. That should be the only reason. But reason number two is it's a taco. It's an ice cream taco. I'm excited. And I thought this would be really fun. I was gonna say for kids' parties, but I want them at my own parties. And they did like larger tacos when they were doing this, like a big massive dessert. And I thought it'd be really cute if it's for a party to do like little miniature ones, right? I thought maybe even like dyeing the ice cream and make it like a fun color and stuff and like put sprinkles on it. Am I the only one? Are we feeling each other in this excitement? I can't wait. So first I'm gonna whisk together 2 eggs and half a cup of sugar. We'll whisk this all up. And then to this, we need to add in milk, vanilla, and butter. Melted butter. We have milk and butter and vanilla. Whisk that all together. Now I'm gonna sift in the flour and cocoa powder, because sifting is a thing that I do all the time. Sift, 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 sift. This is basically our batter. How do they make theirs look so smooth? Mine isn't looking like that. I sifted in everything, Tasty. I feel like this doesn't look right. Like I think it's close, but like it has all these like little flecks in it.
This is totally fine. This is a crepe batter. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, totally good.
Yay! You ready to make some crepes?
Me?
Yeah. I have to film it. All right, we have crepe / taco shell number 1.
Don't get the first one. The first one's always bad. First one is for the chef.
Then I get to practice putting it into the next part. So I'm gonna press the crepe into this like little grating mark to give it that like taco-like effect, you know? Here we go. Here's number 1. Let's take a piece of parchment, press it, oh, it's hot. There we go, that's better. Kind of get that sort of shape, and then I have to rotate it. Whippa. Do. Is that enough? Oh, okay, that wasn't great. But you know what? It was the first one. The first one, it's fine. So I'm putting it into the little mini, ooh, no. If you're making them that big, I need to do the bigger muffin tins, I think, just to keep them upright. Otherwise they're gonna flop over. Can you make them smaller? All right, so far our experimenting does not seem to be going well. I pushed way too hard on the crepe and have made little, it's like a hand now. Hello. Okay, so I think I found a solution to the whole like mini taco thing I keep wanting to happen. I will make it happen. We used, and by we I mean Chris and I just sat there and filmed it. We used circular cookie cutters. This may look familiar if you've already watched the Oreo video. If you have, your MVP. And this little guy we put in the pan, put the batter inside of it, and just, I wanted to see if that would be a good, like I would just want like a little bite-size little ice cream taco, you know? So those are currently in the freezer. I'm gonna pull those out in a sec, but we're going to do what they call a magic shell. I assume this is also to help prevent the ice cream from making the taco shell, aka the crepe, from getting like really soggy. It's a good call. It's a good call. I like it. So I said 18 ounces of good quality chocolate, finely chopped. I'm gonna do a little less than that because I'm not doing as many tacos as they said to do. I feel like I need like a slightly bigger knife. This feels like it's not big enough. Oh, why do I struggle so much to cut up chocolate? I'm gonna stick this all into a bowl here with some of the coconut oil, not all of it. So I did about 1/3 of the chocolate, so I'm gonna do 1/3 of the coconut oil. Get in there. Yeah. Okay, and I need to microwave this for 2 minutes, stirring every 30 seconds. Got it. Ooh, look at that. So I have right here, look at the little tacos. Aren't they adorable? I love them. So what we have to do is we have to take this and kind of use it to like shell the inside. Ooh, they are not as, for some reason I thought they'd feel more frozen. I'm just gonna paint the inside of the taco and then stick it back into the freezer. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm really glad that I don't have a party to go to and I can just eat all of these myself. Christopher maybe can have one. So I'm gonna stick these back in the freezer for about 20 minutes and we're gonna move on to the ice cream filling. Although icing filling would also be good. I think Tasty just used regular vanilla ice cream and I thought it'd be cool if we colored it. Cause like, that's fun, that's party. I'm gonna start with a little bit of purple. We'll see what that looks like, and I might adjust. Yeah, I need way more of the purple. Oh, that's still too like gray. This is bright. Please mix to be an awesome color. Don't ruin these dreams up for me. It's making it a little bit more like purple. This is not the shade I was anticipating, but I'm not mad about it. Just want it to be more. And more purple. Look at that purple. Yeah. Oh, look at that. So unnatural, and yet it's like it was always supposed to be like this. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take this mixture because it's a little bit liquidy right now. I'm gonna put it into a closed, haven't cut that yet, piping bag and put it in the freezer just for a little bit, just so it firms up a little bit. And then we'll be able to pipe it properly into the tacos. I feel like a scientist. This looks like straight out of Sunday morning cartoons. Okay, so I think the ice cream's almost done. I just wanted to like get some of the toppings and stuff all organized. So one, I thought it'd be fun because we're gonna take these taco shells, we're gonna dip them in chocolate again once the ice cream's in. It's gonna be so good. But I thought one we could do would be like crush up Smarties or M&Ms if that's a jam. And then the other one, I have like a whole bunch of like different colored sprinkles and stuff. So I thought that could be kind of cute too, especially because the ice cream is purple, or at least I hope so. I hope it stayed that way. So first I have to smash up all of these. Hopefully it doesn't ruin all the color. Oh well, we're gonna find out. I don't like this. Or maybe I do. I don't know. We'll see. We'll try it. So this has been freezing for a little bit. So it's like, it's still malleable, but it's a little bit more frozen. Whoa! Just realized. Apparently gel food coloring does not mix well with ice cream, Christopher. Look at this. You did not. Look at that. But like, it's fine on this side.
Okay, use that side.
That's not how this works. Okay, learn from my mistakes. Can't use gel food coloring and ice cream the way that I did it anyway. Maybe it'll be like tie-dye kind of. Ah! It's coming out the other end. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Purple icing. Ice cream. I keep saying icing. I love this. I love this for us. It's as good as I'm gonna get. I'm gonna go put this in the freezer. Okay guys, it is the next night. It is Friday night. This video is actually going up tomorrow. And so while I was upstairs editing, Chris finished up the taco recipe, which needed 2 hours to set, and it was like super late at night. So what we did, there were some issues. So the ice cream basically like melted out the sides even though it was in the freezer. And so what Chris did is he put the shells into the magic shell, like the chocolate coating, put it into the Smarties or the sprinkles, and then scooped some of the ice cream that fell out on top. And so now we have the completed ones. Ooh, not at all something you want to serve at a party.
This is almost as bad as the lasagna.
It really is. Oh, good. Oh, needs more ice cream though.
It needs a lot more ice cream. That's what it was. I couldn't figure out what it was, but yeah, you're right. Way more.
It's like dripping everywhere. It was good though. Mini is not the way to go with this.
Maybe this isn't a thing to do.
I tried, okay guys. I really wanted it to work.
Now you don't have to.
You're welcome. Now these last two recipes tested me. So I thought for a third one we would try something really easy, and I loved the name of these when I came across it, across all of Tasty's different recipes, pizza chips. And I was like, yes, Tasty. I have here little mini muffin trays. These are great, by the way. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Then we have 2 cups of regular mozzarella cheese shredded, as well as a bunch of spices. So this is oregano, basil, and garlic. I need a bigger bowl for this though. Hang on. And all you need to do for this recipe is put in a bunch of mozzarella, put in the 3 spices. So we're gonna mix this all together here, and then we're going to spoon it into the mini muffin tins. We're not done, but we're basically done. I'm getting a little annoyed. This should be really easy. Why do I make everything more complicated than they need to be? The spices aren't sticking to the mozzarella, which is getting annoying because it's just sitting at the bottom. And then we're just going to spoon some into each of these little muffin tins. Are you gonna try one of these pizza chips, Christopher?
Yeah, I can go for a pizza chip.
Like, no one's mad at it.
I might be mad at it.
No, you can't be mad at it. Actually, no, you can be mad at this one. You can't be mad about the lasagna, which was delicious.
That might be Tasty's secret, is they put you through so much effort that at the end, you just have to say it's good.
You have no other choice.
Yeah.
I made lasagna and a bundt cake for parties.
That sentence doesn't make any sense.
But doesn't it though? I want to be in on those marketing meetings. How can we make lasagna more jazzy? I'm like ending up like just putting some of the spices on top because it's not mixing it. How do I make the spices mix in, but they don't want mix?
I would have sprinkled the spices over the pan rather than tossing them into the bowl.
Well, we're a little late on that, Christopher, and I followed what Buzzfeed did.
Put the cheese in, leave the spices in the bowl, and then sprinkle it.
Okay, see, that was helpful. Thank you. Okay, I still have some cheese kind of like left over here. So I'm gonna like press them down, which is what they do on here, I think. Oh, they use an ice cream scoop. Okay, whatever, Tasty. Oh no, first, okay, the other ingredient, mini pepperoni slices. Look how little these guys are. They're adorable. We're gonna pop a couple on top. I always start very like deliberate and very like, ooh, this will be so pretty. And by the end, I'm just like, wah, 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 wah. I'm getting a lot more left over than them. I don't know, no one's mad about more mozzarella. I mean more pepperoni, or both. And now I'm just going to smoosh it down. All right, that looks good, I think. So I'm gonna go and stick this in the oven. I think it's for like 8 minutes or something, not a very long time. Cook for 5 minutes. Okay, that would have been bad if I doubled the amount of time in the oven. And now we wait for pizza chips. Just took them out of the oven. They actually went in for 8 minutes, but like, look at, just a little bit of golden on the outside. Now I have to let them cool so they like harden up into chips, but they smell good. You wanna come and taste one of these?
Oh, are they ready?
Yeah.
Yummy.
Ooh, they're greasy. I should have expected it.
I was gonna say,
This
really?
cheese. Why
the
am I
cheese and pepperoni cups are greasy?
What are the chances? Got the marinara for dipping.
These are nice looking.
They're cute, right? This one's for
Oh,
you. It has all the extra.
That is a lot of pepperoni.
Maybe it's too much. We're gonna find out.
These, before I bite, these are not chips.
No, it's.
Should they be?
That's what they said.
Okay.
And I still didn't use all of the mozzarella that they had either.
How long did you bake it for?
8 minutes. It said until slightly golden around the outside.
Okay.
I
Cheers.
followed the instructions. Boop. I don't like it.
You know when you got a pizza
Uh-huh.
and the toppings kind of slide off of the slice and congeal on your plate?
That's exactly what this is. Like,
That's exactly what this is. These are not baked enough.
Like, I followed the instructions. Do I put them back in?
Well, they can't get less edible.
This is fair. Back they go. All right, we are back. These do look more crispy on the outside. We've let them cool. I took out 3 just so that they would cool a little bit faster and get nice and crispy. This one feels a little bit crispier.
That looks more like a chip, yeah.
Yeah, it's almost that it was too much cheese. Like, I had so much from the 2 cups of mozzarella that I was just trying to make it fit, and it just, like, it was too much. I'm gonna try the really crispy one. It just tastes the same.
No, that's better.
It's not good, though.
I didn't say that.
They aren't good, fam. Don't do this.
They taste exactly what you would think they taste like.
It needs
but
Dylan
crispier,
Bun.
they're way better.
Crispier, they're better, but still not worth the mozzarella to do this. No, not worth it. But if we put dough at the bottom of them and made them mini pizzas, I could get on board because it would be less cheese.
Maybe if there was like a shredded potato bottom.
Okay, I might be able to get on board for
Yeah.
that. So have you guys attempted any tasty party foods before? Like any of the rings or the jalapeno pot? Thank you, oven. It's not a tasty video if the oven doesn't go off. Let me know in the comments if you guys have any recipes that you would recommend or any recipes that you guys want me to test out in future videos. Give this video a thumbs up and check out the videos on the side in case you have missed any. Did like a full playlist here. So your entire Saturday night is complete. You're welcome. No, that's just me. I just sit there and I have a playlist and I'll just watch a whole bunch of videos that I've like saved throughout the week. And I'll just sit there in my onesie, the Stitch onesie in case you're wondering. But I hope you guys are having a great weekend and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Love you all. Mwah.